Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get to it, B. You already know, B. Council Roundtable sounding back in real quick. Talk about the old fashioned wrestling. Let y'all know what's happening. There's a spot for that barbershop talk when it comes to wrestling. You know what I mean? Everybody doing out there this Tuesday night on the road to WrestleMania. Are you stoked? Are you amped? Are you ready for the big showcase? You know what I'm saying? Some things happened yesterday on Monday Night Raw. As you can see, Solo Sokoa is finished. Well, not finished, but his undefeated streak is finished. This dude, Cody Rhodes, sat Solo Sokoa ass down somewhere, which I have mixed feelings about. But in a way, I get it. Because you got to have Cody looking strong. You know what I'm saying? Going to the pay per view. Oh, excuse me, the premium live event. You got to have Cody looking strong. So in that aspect, I understand. Him. This dude Solo Sokoa basically being like the underboss or the sub boss or the muscle to the final boss, aka the tribal chief Roman Reigns. My thing is that did he really have to, did he really have to suffer that his first loss to the hands of Cody Rhodes? And it's like this dude Cody Rhodes is playing gatekeeper again in WWE. Because remember, he was doing the same thing in AEW. I think like how much people did Cody Rhodes serve their first lawsuit? It was good, Black Star. Appreciate you always being first in the building, my guy. Said be prepared on Sunday because you might have a huge surprise when I log into the roundtable. And before you start, not that tight. Yeah, you already know, B. You'll be out of here quicker than a New York minute. You know what I'm saying? My hand stay fast on that trigger. I don't need the sharpshooter Bret the Hitman Hart. Forgot about that right there. Gotta have the welcome mat there. Welcome to the round table, you bums. Wipe your feet before you step in the house. You dig? Yeah, man. Other news. Triple H says there will be a new belt coming soon. I know everybody seen the new belt. Supposedly. Is it a rumor? Is it legit? All I gotta say is it looks beautiful. You know what I mean? One of the best belts I've seen as a late. I like the fact that it has trust and believe you had to do a lot to get banned, my dude. I don't ban nobody. Not like that. Only time I'll ban somebody is if they ultimately violate. You know what I'm saying? There been plenty of times people will do something here that I will disagree with. As long as it's not completely disrespectful, you good. Like we all gonna say things and do things that we don't agree with. We're humans. You know what I mean? We're not lemmings. Well, you said you got a surprise, so we can't wait to see. Oh yeah, speaking of that, so I remember I told you guys that I had to work on WrestleMania weekend and shit. But your boy finagled a little something, right? So this is what it is. The first night I'm gonna end up missing it. I gotta work. You know what I'm saying? I gotta work that night. But night two, we lock it in, B. Give it a round of applause. That's right. Sunday night, B. Pull up to the round table. We're we have a watch party when it comes to WrestleMania Night 2. You know what I'm saying? You already know I'm going to have the Hot Pockets on deck. I'm like, man, look, I gave y'all one night. Like, I'm always here. I'm always busting my ass at work. Like, come on, y'all got to throw me a bone. And there you go, B. Sunday night, we in the building. Shit, but yeah, B. A new title belt coming soon. And that got me thinking, like, let me find out, like, this dude actually might lose at WrestleMania. You know what I mean? Because, like, that belt, I ain't gonna lie, that belt do look sick, B. Like, the white straps, the American Nightmare logo on the face on the face of the title. You know, it's something refreshing, something different, and like we all knew from before that it's about to be the American Nightmare era. We all knew this was gonna happen. Black Sauce says, "I like the belt," which means in Friday we will get the old school big gold belt. Yeah, man. Triple H said, period, that he's not feeling the new designs of these belts. The Universal belt and the World Heavyweight Championship. I mean, excuse me, the WWE Championship. He's not digging them belts, and we never liked them belts. Let's really be real. Like, we just got accustomed to them, but them belts is ugly. It's just lazy looking. No kind of effort put into it. All you did was put a big ass W in front of the belt. That's not being creative. You know what I mean? And remember, The Rock had brung that belt. The Rock had brung that belt. And then, the Universal belt, they just made it red. I ain't gonna lie, the red one looks a little better. The Charlie Rancher Universal belt, it looks better. But, yeah, man, it's time for them just to go. It's just about that time. And it's time for a new wave. The thing is this. It's all about what this dude, Roman Reigns, is going to do after he gets dethroned. Is he going to automatically get a rematch? Is he going to go away? You know what I'm saying? Things like that we got to discuss. Oh, yeah, and, the whole thing with Moxley being on Renee Paquette, whatever the fuck her name is, Renee Hot Pocket. He was on her podcast talking about, AEW, talking about CM Punk, but didn't say his name. Basically talking about how he's tired of the back and forth. He's tired of the silly shit. He just want to wrestle. And this is all on knucklehead Tony Khan, man. Like, that dude is just a knucklehead. I always said from before, he does not need to be the head of the dragon of AEW. His influence could still be there because we all know, yes, he's a legitimate wrestling fan. But he doesn't know how to run a company. Come on, it's really obvious. He doesn't know he needs help, a lot of help. He doesn't have a vision. He doesn't have no balls. And I'm telling you, I really hope I'm wrong. But I really see some dark days in AEW's near future. If he doesn't buckle down and start letting things be known, like the constant unprofessionalism, it has to stop. Drop that link. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about Adobe. Talk about Mox on Renee Hot Pocket show. Triple H with the new belt he's talking about. Most likely he's talking about the American Nightmare, baby. Cody Rhodes. Talking about that belt. I see you, Black Star. You.
Like I said, the only thing that will save AEW is if WWE sells to the
Wait, hold on.
Saudis.
Wait. Slow down. How you doing? Hey, what's up?
Doing
What's
fine.
going on? You good?
What's good?
Everything good?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm good. Just
All
jumped
right,
ahead of
that's
myself.
what's
My bad.
up. What's going on? Talk to me. What's up?
Okay. Like I was saying before, the only thing that will save AEW is if WWE sells to the Saudis.
Hmm.
That's that's literally the only thing in WWE's way is the sell.
You said the only way they could, only thing that could save AEW is if WWE sells to the Saudis, the
Yeah,
Saudi.
yeah,
Well, I would say this. I wouldn't even put WWE in that equation. I know AEW supposedly is supposed to be the second two, the second close to company, but it's more than that because like I said, AEW just needs they just need a whole restructure and it starts with a mass exodus of talent there. That's just they're just sitting there. I mean, that
and
needs to happen. Tony Khan is not. He does not need to be the head of the dragon. He does not to be the. He does not have to be the big boss because he can't be the big boss. It's proven time and time again.
and another thing that could blow everything up is if MLW gets a major television deal.
And that's another thing too. MLW they picking up steam. Believe it or not, Impact is picking up steam too, especially with their women's division.
Yeah, but they're on
So
Access TV, which means they're fucked.
yeah, yeah.
But
Another thing, they just need strong. They need stronger storylines. They need storylines when you could be like, when you turn AEW, you be like, okay, I can't wait to see what's going on with such and such. Okay, they got the supposed the Bucks, being hurt backstage or whatever with the Combat Club supposedly jumping them, so to speak. They got that. You know, what are the strong
did you
storylines
hear
that
what
they have?
happened to the other buck or to one of the bucks today?
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, he's out. I think that was the reason why they did that to write them off of TV.
Yeah,
Because I think who's
that'll
it, Matt
cause
Nick
that'll
Jackson?
cause
I think
that
it
part of
is.
this, or that'll cause like that part of the storyline to go to a screeching halt.
Mm. Oh, so that wasn't a part of the. They didn't just do that just to write him on TV. He like they that wasn't part of the plan.
Okay, makes sense.
Oh, that's what I was saying. That's what I figured. That's what they did that because of that. But man, I was about to say like AEW just can't get a break, and let's really be real. They get injured a lot because of the type of matches they have. Like the matches they have is brutal, and every single match that they have has to be 20 minutes or more, which is unnecessary.
Like
Like
plus, there's
y'all can have a
no
regular old 8 minutes. Some people will have to, have the matches on the card can have 8 to 9 minutes and still be a good match. Not every single match got to be 20, 25 minutes of y'all motherfuckers landing on your heads constantly.
there's no true break in between. The reason why New Japan goes as hard as they go is because they have 4 to 5 months off in between the bullshit that they pull.
They get time to heal and stuff.
Yeah, like they have an off season, they have time to fix themselves up.
Mm-mm-mm.
MLW has no such luxury.
MLW,
No, no. A New Japan. New Japan has no. I mean, AEW has
AEW,
no such
AEW.
luxuries than what New
Don't they
Japan
have a
has.
lot of schedule though? Well,
Yeah, they
they
do,
used
but
to.
not as
Now they're
light,
gonna start doing house shows.
not as light as Japan. In Japan, half of their roster goes on vacation,
Right.
while the other half
I see you, Toe.
carries on with their storylines.
Toe was good. Who's that? Pete Rose?
Kane!
No, that's Pete Rose. That's Pete Rose. Pete Rose just got Tombstone, and this crowd in Philly loved it.
Man.
Did he get Tombstone in Anaheim too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was great. It was a 3-year storyline. 14, 15, and 2000. Yep.
What's going on, though, Toe?
Just chilling.
What's
Just
good?
getting ready for this coming weekend. Yeah, before we start, not sure if you saw my message the other day. So I don't think that Friday is going to be a good day because there's just too much stuff going on.
Now, I see that. I was thinking about that also. And
Yeah, right.
I might do a Thursday show, especially if this dude, John said he's going to pull up. You know what I mean? If John said he's going to pull up, I might just do a show on Thursday. I know you want to bash the Rock a little more.
All right, I'll hit him up and see what we can do because Friday, there's the Go Home SmackDown.
Yeah.
There's a Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor. There's the Hall of Fame, which airs immediately after SmackDown. I think there's a bunch of games going on too, so it'll be a very busy week.
Yep, baseball. Opening day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Damn, opening day already? Sheesh.
Yep.
Yeah, so I thought about it and shit. And I guess most likely we could we could cover AEW because that'll be Thursday. So of course AEW tomorrow. We could talk about the WrestleMania card and other news. And I don't know if y'all heard, I know probably Black Star heard. But Toph, I got that Sunday off, so you already know. Pull up, y'all pull up. We're gonna watch.
WrestleMania.
I like the
I'm not gonna
like
watch.
the other one.
I'm not gonna catch the first night though. You know what I'm
saying? I like the other one. The remember that the
old school shit.
Yeah, that's the one I grew up on. Yeah.
Wasn't that the one when he was at Caesar's Palace?
In the 80s?
Yeah. It's a good song though.
I get like NFL vibe from that shit.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, man.
I think the WrestleMania musical. I think they started at WrestleMania 10. I think.
Yeah, man. But y'all see the titles? Did you guys check out Renee Hot Pocket's show with Mox on there?
Yeah, I just finished listening to it about an hour ago, actually. Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts on that?
I think it's important that you always listen to an interview because a lot of times
that was a ton of bullshit.
The stuff on Twitter and stuff can just give you quotes out of context because the quotes just made it seem as if he was just going off, but he was actually pretty positive, because he said pretty much most people there are cool. So, but I definitely agree with what Mox said too. Also, because even though it's random, I keep going back to it. It's the whole Will Smith, Chris Rock thing. Because when drama goes off, that's all people talk about. They don't talk about the good going on as well. So, but yeah, I thought the interview was fine, and he didn't say any names, but even though it's clear who he was talking about. So,
and he also said,
but Punk continuously.
I remember he also. Hold on. He also said that he could unleash, basically just fire up on motherfuckers, but he don't want to be petty.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What we talking about? Don't you see the title? Come on, Margaret. Now get with it. You don't see the titles? You know I come through with a main title and a subtitle. Come on, B. You gotta read. You gotta
But
read. It's fundamental
Punk
there, boy.
Punk always brings it back up.
Yeah, man. Like my thing was like we spoke about it a little earlier. Is why would this dude TK
Somebody
even put the belt on this
always says
dude,
something,
knowing that he's a free agent?
and
Like
then
remember, hold on. Remember
Punk takes the
when?
heart.
Hold on, Blackshaw. Remember when AJ when he was in Impact and Dixie put the belt on him and they fired her up? They was flaming Dixie Carter over there. She's like, oh, she's a stupid bitch. Dixie Carter, yada, yada, yada. And here you go, Tony Khan doing the same damn thing.
Well, AJ was the heart and soul of the company.
So was Mox.
Well, he's a very big, important part of the company for sure.
Let me see, hold on, wait.
That could have ended so horribly.
I came in late, so I thought y'all was talking about a different. Yeah, we touched on all different topics, you know. But yeah, you already know, like if you could type in the chat what may have you when it comes to the topics. It's all goody. Yeah, B.
But that could have ended so horribly.
What happened, Black Star? Go ahead. What you gonna say?
I said that could have ended so horribly. If Moxley came out SummerSlam Saturday with the AEW.
Exactly.
Well, that couldn't have happened anyway because he was doing agreements with other companies. He was also working for GCW and New Japan, so that wouldn't have worked out. It's not like that's one of the things. Like he wasn't contracted by AEW, but what people forget is one of the main reasons why he went to AEW is because TK allows him to work other federations. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wasn't he GCW champion at the time? I could have sworn he was.
Yeah.
I think he was GCW champion.
Either that or he just lost it. It was one or the other.
Right, and he also had obligations to New Japan. So, like that was just him speaking in jest, you know. I mean, sure, there was nothing from stopping him from walking in WWE HQ and talking turkey with Triple H or whoever was in charge. Yeah,
and they would have took that bait. They would have took it like, let me just come on. Like if Mox would have came in Titan Tower headquarters, whatever, with the AEW strap. And like, yo, I want to come back for a short period of time. It don't matter how long time you want to come back for. And I want to have the AEW belt. I want to come through the AEW belt. You know, damn well they would have been down with that shit. Shit, they did it with Taz.
Yeah.
They did it with Ric Flair. As a matter of fact, remember Ric Flair was like the first one when Ric Flair came through with the World Heavyweight belt.
Yeah, but you don't gotta worry about Mox. He's
the real world champ.
I mean, Mox has already demonstrated to be a better person than Punk.
Yeah, he's loyal. Yeah, but that's a wrestling business. You can't trust none of them motherfuckers.
Right, like to me, Mox, he did everything that Punk did, but better, because their stories are similar. Because Punk was in WWE, he wasn't happy, he was hurt, whatever, blah blah blah, and he just dipped. And whether you agree with what he did or disagree with what he did, he got the fuck out of there and he dipped. Mox, same thing. He didn't like his time either in WWE. He was miserable, whatever. But you know what? He fucking stayed. He stayed. He wrote out his contract, and then when his contract was out, he dipped. And so he did things the right way. So
I remember when he said, when Vince McMahon said, like he wanted him to say some craziness about Roman Reigns in a promo.
Oh, he wanted. Yeah, the cancer. He wanted to mention Roman's cancer.
Right. But he didn't like particularly say what he wanted him to say, and that's what Dean Ambrose like. He's like, you know what, I'm done. Like, I'm not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, he
It
definitely
shows
had
who runs shit matters.
Yeah, so what, Black Star?
I said it shows who's running shit matters to anybody in free agency.
Says Sandman, do you notice the guy that gets wins on several weeks on Raw and SmackDown leading up to WrestleMania, losing the main event championship match at the pay-per-view? It happens towards WrestleMania. Shit, that happens with any fucking pay-per-view.
Yeah, you're talking about the go home rule. Yeah, not
Right.
always the case. Not always the case, but traditionally that's how it goes most of the time.
Yeah,
You
most of
always
the
got
time,
one.
yep. If you lost or you know what I'm saying, you got made a fool out of on that go home show that the champion gets made a fool out of or lost or whatever, most likely they're gonna win at the pay-per-view.
The trick is also like sometimes if the
But the go
final
home is
shot is
Friday.
like, yeah, I guess, but traditionally people always are gonna, look into what happens on Raw more than anything.
Yeah.
But sometimes what happens is you'll get a very ambiguous sort of ending, not really telling you who has the advantage, making it harder to predict. The one in recent memory that I recall was Kofi Mania, because the go home to that on SmackDown was Kofi and Daniel Bryan having a contract signing. Bryan said his shit, Kofi said his shit. No one attacked the other, and I was like, like it
Was
wasn't
that
like
a tree? Yeah.
right. Yeah, it wasn't like Bryan got the better of Kofi or Kofi got the better of Bryan. It was like that was really hard to predict, and thankfully, I was completely off of social media at the time. What I found out after was the day of WrestleMania 35, and to anyone listening, if you don't want to be spoiled, because this shit happens, right? If you're one of those fans that like, if you hate spoilers, listen. The day of Mania, stay the fuck off social media, like for real.
Right,
Stay off
right.
social, and it's harder now because Mania is two nights. So what happened with Kofi and Bryan was I didn't know this. 1 hour before WrestleMania started, there was a leak on WWE's website on their T-shirt. Because they have like a T-shirt site. There's the corporate site, there's the main site, and there's like the
And the
merchandise
shop
site.
site.
They're right, and on the shop
Shop
site, that
WWE, yeah.
right on the shop site, the shirt with Kofi, Xavier, and Big E with the WWE Championship that got leaked like 1 hour before showtime, like on the actual site. So I guess if you saw that shirt, you knew, oh, Kofi's winning. But as it happened that day, I wasn't on the internet, so I didn't know. But shit like that happens. Like sometimes things can, like a T-shirt can leak, or like somebody on Twitter can fuck up or something. You know what I mean? And something gets posted early. So if you're sensitive to spoilers and you're really sensitive to that shit, especially for WrestleMania, my best advice: stay the fuck off social media the whole day. It sucks, but it's just a day, or in this case, 2 days. So
Said
hey, yo, John says he's down for Thursday, Sandman. John said
yeah,
he's down.
I just see that I gave him a thumbs up. This dude, Marcus Brown, said he think Friday. I think Friday a contract signing is going to happen with Cody signing the contract without reading it, and Paul Heyman putting the contract that Cody only gets the WWE title in a heelish move. I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. Let's see. Sandman and Toph, I just think Cody and Roman have the two main champions will work better than just Cody, in my opinion. That ship has already sailed, though. Like, I was all for it from before when it came to McIntyre. I would say that with McIntyre, like, had McIntyre win at the Clash of the Castle, but only win one of the belts. But I guess they had to debut solo, so, they had to go. I see you, Black Star.
I mean, they did what they did because they stupidly and foolishly thought that the Rock shit was happening, and it wasn't happening. If they knew for 100% certainty that Rock was not happening, then Drew would have won. Simple as that. But because they were assuming Rock was coming in, you know, Luger had to lose, and here we are. So,
and the karaoke didn't make it better.
No, it didn't. It didn't. It's fucking stupid.
Oh shit! Because they thought they said they thought they was off air. Like, why on or off air? Why would y'all do that shit in the fucking first place? Y'all could have waited till y'all went to the bar or something and did that goofy shit.
The whole thing was stupid because I remember reading reports. It was like, oh well, they just wanted to send the fans home happy, and it's like, if you really want to send the fans home happy, I don't know. Why don't you have fucking Drew win?
Have him win.
Jesus Christ.
But I guess because they wanted to debut Solo, and I'm thinking like they couldn't think of another way to debut Solo Sikoa.
Right. And what's frustrating too is like they're never going to have that chance again. Because some people are like, "Oh well, Drew can always."
No, he can't. Like, he's done.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you can't win the title and your home nation in front of that crowd in that stadium, like that's it. That's it. That's like Kofi losing to Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania and then saying, "Oh well, don't worry, Kofi can get another shot." Like, no, it's over. It's it. But whatever.
The only thing that's gonna save McIntyre is if he turns heel. That's all he got right now. He has to turn heel eventually, and they're gonna start that rivalry with Sheamus and McIntyre.
They could always revisit it at Clash at the Castle too.
I guess. The best they can do for Drew, triple threat.
Is that my boy Kang?
The best they can do for Drew, triple threat at Mania. I mean, I would personally prefer Walter to lose, but if you want to protect them, Sheamus beats, hits the bro kick on Drew. 1, 2, 3. New Intercontinental Champion. Braun the Brutes come out, celebrate, confetti, then Drew looks at Sheamus. Sheamus looks at Drew. Okay, are they going to shake hands? They're going to hug. He hesitates, goes ahead, shakes his hand, hugs. Congratulations, brother. You finally did it. I'm so happy for you. Do the best friends, but, you can kind of tell that Drew's, like, kind of pissed deep down, low-key. And then you have Drew turn on him, like, down the road. I don't know, like in June or something. I don't know.
Yeah, let them cook it. Yeah, don't let it happen right then and there. Let that shit marinate. I can see that happening.
But if you're going to do it in July. And then,
yeah.
Hold on. 1 minute, y'all. Kane, that's you?
Yes, sir.
Goody.
Yeah, back from a 2-week suspension from YouTube, so feel good to be back.
You got to be easy with these motherfucking fanokes.
You ain't lying, man. I mean, they really trying to put the hammer on anybody, and it's like, I ain't even do anything. Like, look, I was just on
black. Like, get your black ass out of here. YouTube was for the white.
Yeah, I was like, damn, I ain't been on for 5 days. As soon as I'm about to sign on, they put me on suspension. I was like, what the hell? But it's all good, though. But it's good to be back, though, nevertheless. Seeing a whole lot of interesting things happening with WrestleMania. It might be pretty good. It's looking pretty good this year.
It got potential, yeah. Am I excited? Am I really excited right now? Not really, but it does have potential. A lot of matches got potential this year.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, I was gonna be the match of the night. I mean, the best match of the two Saturday and Sunday.
Which one?
It's gonna be Brock and Omos.
I knew he was gonna say that sweet shit. I'm not gonna lie, I'm liking the showcase they're giving Omos. Like, man, Omos, this is your chance to shine. Be like, you gotta do something to really shine. I'm really rooting for Omos, even though he constantly.
This is his opportunity. This is his sink or swim.
Omos got 2 left feet.
Yeah, if he squashes Brock, he's a made man. Because Brock.
That's not happening. That's definitely not happening.
Now, we know that ain't gonna happen. We know that ain't gonna happen, but at the same time, if the bag is bigger for Brock, he'll do it.
Yeah, he would, right?
He'll do it for $5 million.
VCJN, hello to yourself. What's going on? Thanks for stopping by. What's goody?
30 mil might be Brock's asking price to get squashed.
Shit. Same, I said Drew as a heel scholar psychopath against Sheamus, but Black Star was trashing me about the idea. I personally agree. Like, I think that's all that's left with Drew right now. His face run is over. Drew got to turn heel
and bring his old music back.
Right. That's what you're talking about, the scholar psychopath.
Yeah, but again, I don't think so.
All that motherfucking William Wallace, the Legend of Zelda bullshit, throw that shit out the fucking window.
He been on that same fiction since 2019, man. He got to bring back.
Sheamus is more likely to turn heel.
No,
that's
ridiculous. The fans are behind Sheamus now.
Yeah, he's a real big face right now. He ain't gonna turn heel.
Yeah, it makes more sense for Drew to turn.
And the thing is, what get me with him is that they give him a sword and he don't even use it on nobody.
Right. I'm like, he's supposed to be bludgeoning motherfuckers. I understand he can't do it, but
Berserker did that shit.
Hush! Hush!
Berserker
He tried to stab the Undertaker with the sword.
What are you talking about?
He just got dealt a bad hand, man.
One time.
He just got dealt a bad hand. You know, we didn't realize it at the time, but when he won the Rumble, that was basically his Mania moment. COVID came. You know, he held it down during COVID, but there was no fans. And then by the time, you know, they could have given him something at that point, you already had Lashley, who was red hot. And it was like, you can't take the belt off Lashley. You got to keep it going. And so they did. So it's like there's always a better option. You know, he's kind of got. I'm not putting Drew like in the same level as like Razor Ramon or anything, but he's kind of like a modern day Razor. Right. But like if you look at Razors, like they never gave Razor the belt because there was always a better option. It was like, why push Razor when you got Brett or you got Shawn or you got Diesel or you got Stone Cold or there was always somebody better. So they never gave him the push. So,
I heard Scott didn't even
Drew
want
is
to.
more like Finn.
I think
he didn't want to do it.
Scott Hall didn't even want to be the top champion. He just wanted to be, you know, he didn't mind being like the dance partner. He didn't really want to be, you know, that top star. That's what I heard.
He didn't want to be the face of the company because he didn't want to go through all those pressures. Because that's a lot of pressure when you're the face of the company.
Hell yeah.
You got to work extra 300. Then you got to do these tour dates. You got to do these Make-A-Wish foundations and shit. And you got all these.
Scott Hall just wanted to kick back and get lit. He can't get litty if he's the heavyweight champion.
You can't do none of that.
Drew is more like Finn to me.
Finn. Speaking of Finn, got some news going on, unconfirmed right now. The current word is that WWE and AEW have worked out a deal for Christian to be with Edge for one night.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. The Brood looking like they might reunite for that entrance. That is going to be so badass. I hope it's going to be on night 2.
Same. This might be them. Now, you know what? Real talk. That might be the best match of the card. That might be the best. That has potential to be the best match of the card.
I don't know, because you still got that triple threat match between Drew McIntyre, Volta, and Shamus. They're gonna kill each other.
Dominic and Ray is my nominee to steal the night.
Yo, Dominic is yo, come on, B. Dominic is like the rookie of the year already.
He improved a lot.
He's not even a rookie. But this new character is like a breath of fresh air. He's nothing like how he was from before.
He learned it quick.
And he said this. He said what we was all talking about for years about Eddie being his dad. Like, we was talking about that shit for years.
I'm starting to think too, like the way this thing was built up, and how Ray was so hesitant for so long. I'm like, damn, what the fuck, man? Did he catch you piping Vicky? Like, what's going on? Why you ain't hitting this dude?
Latino heat.
That's why I'm like, what's in that Mysterio closet, man? Because it's like, damn, all that disrespect, and you took for almost a year. The Undertaker, he ain't take that long when he was battling with Kane. It only took him 3 months to snap.
I think, like we was discussing on the show from before, it should have happened at the Hall of Fame, because you had said that, right? So it should have happened at the Hall of Fame, and I was including that it should have happened him pushing Aaliyah, because that's his baby girl. You know what I mean?
I thought it would have been different because they've never done that before. They've never done like an actual angle at the Hall of Fame. Like that would have been different, you know.
And that would have been memorable. Nick, motherfuckers ain't gonna remember this shit, how he finally snapped on Dominic because he yelled at his wife at ringside. Nobody ain't gonna really remember that shit.
He should have just whooped his ass, but did it get? If he would have did it like he did, like y'all said about the Hall of Fame, have a smack Conan.
Nah, they don't. The hell with Conan. Fuck Conan. If Dominic would have pushed Aaliyah, that would have been perfect. Because that's baby girl right there. That would have been a perfect reason for Ray to snap. But WWE, they just love to bust a load during foreplay.
It's a Vince McMahon thing, man. That's why you can tell he's still in the company.
Yo, that dude be booking via cell phone.
And I bet you this, Hunter is like, Vince, we can't do it right now. Let's wait the Hall of Fame. Damn it, do it!
It's good shit.
If Dominic comes out to Eddie's music, oh my God.
He got to. He got to come out with the low rider and everything.
That's nuclear heat right there. You're trying to get that man booed for 10 years straight. You're trying to get that riot heat. And where's it going to be? In California? Shit.
Hell yeah. Perfect.
Shit. You're trying to get that man killed. We talking that HBK 97 Montreal heat there. You're trying to get that man stabbed out that motherfucker.
Yeah. Say, man, we need the Drew who Claymore Ziggler 3 times in that steel cage match in 2018. Do you and everyone remember that match? He was laughing and he put on this evil look on the finish of the match. Shit. Dolph Ziggler done got his ass whipped so many damn times, I forgot.
He don't even have an ass no more, Paul.
That motherfucker is like fucking crash test dummy for WWE.
He doing it for the bag, though. He figured, you know what? This how far I'm going to get. Let me just get the bag from getting my ass beat and just let it be it.
Yeah, which is ridiculous. He could have. I understand everybody can't go to the indies and make a man or make themselves into a made man, but at least fucking try.
Oh, man, I go back to the old school mindset. Like Stone Cold said, if your ass ain't there to win that belt, then what you here for?
I've always said there's no reason. I look at Cody Rhodes, and there's no reason that couldn't be Ziggler. Ziggler could have done everything Cody did, but in the end, he chose the bag. So I ain't got no sympathy for him. That's his choice.
Exactly. At least try, because in a way I understand, because he's going for the sure thing. He's guaranteed a check if he stay in WWE, and I know they paying him very, very well. But come on, my dude, like you're a glorified jobber. It's to the point it's not even glorified anymore. You're just a jobber, fucking ham and egger.
Jobbers don't sell T-shirts.
The fuck?
And they be proud jobbers too. I'm like, damn, they some proud jobbers in today's era.
I remember one time when I was at work. I was reading. Y'all remember that website? It's still around. Y'all remember No DQ? Remember NoDQ.com? Yeah, I used to read off there, and usually when I read dirt sheets,
wasn't you with them? Wasn't you down with that camp?
Yeah. I worked there for about 2.5 years. But one day I was reading some stuff, and like it takes a lot to get a reaction out of me, bro. Like if I'm reading a wrestling report, I don't care like what it's about. Like I'm pretty stoic most of the time. I'm not gonna react. One of the few times I yelled "What the fuck" out loud. I read this report. I don't know if you remember. This was like 2012 ish. Do you remember Ziggler got the concussion, right? And didn't he get the concussion and he dropped the belt
From
back to go dipshit?
Alberto Del Retard, yeah.
Yeah, right. I remember reading a report that said that when they put the title on Ziggler, they had a creative meeting, and Vince said the plan was never to push him. And I was like, wait, what? And I was like, wait a minute, what? And I read it again, and it said the plan was to never push him. The only reason they put the belt on him was to continue the story they wanted to tell. And you're thinking to yourself, what was the story? The story was he dropped it to Del Rio or Del Dipshit, and then Del Dipshit dropped it to Cena, and then at the end of the year, they did Cena Orton in that ladder unification, and Orton won. So that was all Vince cared about. So I'm just like, wait a minute.
Yeah, you already know. I'm not surprised. You know, Vince don't mind playing hot potato with a championship to further the storyline.
Right. But what confused me was Ziggler was Money in the Bank holder for a good minute there. Like
exactly.
He had it for like, I forgot exactly how long he had the briefcase, but he had it for like at least 9 months. At least.
And he was popping. He had, he had AJ, he had Big E as a muscle. He was actually popping at that time. Like, use that.
He was. And so
when he cashed in that Money in the Bank, I remember that shit like it was yesterday. The crowd lost their mind when he cashed in.
Yeah.
It was his time.
So after all that happened, and Vince was like, nah. So if I was Ziggler, I would have been like, all right, man, I just would have fucking left after my contract, but he stayed. So that's why
Vince looked at his name. You got at the end of the day, it's his name though. You know what I'm saying? Like that name ain't gonna ring bells. Like, yo, man, I'm gonna go see Dolph Ziggler. Like, who the fuck is that? Like,
he wouldn't have had that name though. He'd have went back to Nick Nemeth. That's even worse.
Damn, like he should have came up with at least a catchy trademark name or something.
It would have been Nick Nemeth versus Buddy Matthews.
Yeah, man, good shit. To this day, I still think that's the best cash in they ever did. I know some are going to say
hell yeah.
But nah, I thought the Ziggler cash in, that's still the best one they ever did. Because when he cashed in, that was like, because in wrestling, you have like pops, right? But pops are just brief. That was like fucking.
You see that, too?
Yeah, right, exactly. I knew it had to have been a while. He had it for a good minute. It wasn't like he had it for like 2 months or something. But when he cashed in on Del Dipshit, that was like a fucking 5-minute pop. Like, and it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. Like, the only thing I can compare that to was like when Mick Foley won the title on, what was it, January 4th?
That was Ziggler's face turn.
Yeah, it was. It was. I'm not putting Ziggler on the same level as Foley, but like pop wise, that was like probably like one of the loudest pops you've ever heard on Raw, like ever. It went like for 5 full minutes too. What a waste! What a fucking waste!
They should let him burn money over there.
Well, you can't completely blame him because you can't completely blame Vince because he did get hurt. You know what I mean? Ziggler did get hurt. Mm-hmm. That was a freak accident with that shin music.
Oh, Marcus Brown. No, I don't do Instagram, bro. I barely do Twitter. It's so fucking toxic. Y'all do Instagram?
Twitter is the worst.
There's a lot of mongoloids on Twitter, B. That's why you barely see me on there with the roundtable content. I'm like, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, y'all
should get back to that shit. Though. I'm gonna start posting again over there on the Twitter side of things with the roundtable page.
Some of them people are marks, man. Like some of them people from the wrestling realm, they some marks over there.
Oh God, not them fools again.
Yeah. That page
that's my once a year kick of the ass to them. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do that.
Like, we was bumping heads with them clown ass motherfuckers. They was salty at us because motherfuckers was coming to the council, and it's like, because y'all motherfuckers be on that favoritism, tribalism shit. In the roundtable and the council, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's opinions matter. We're not gonna sit there and just have everybody pile on top of you because you have an opinion that doesn't match everybody else's. Weirdo shit.
Nothing but trolls on Twitter.
Pretty much.
Shit. What's your top 5 Money in the Bank cash-ins? That's a good question.
I would say Ziggler number 1, Rollins number 2.
That was a good one. WrestleMania.
The first cash in when Edge cashed in on Cena.
That was a good one, definitely. Okay.
The number 4 would be like the Swerve, where Bryan beat Cena, but then Triple H pedigreed him, turned heel.
I hated that shit.
Right.
That shit made my blood boil.
Right.
I hated that cash in because it's like, yo, come on. It's like y'all motherfuckers is really trying your best to bury this dude.
Right. And then number 5 would be I'm gonna give number 5 to the second Punk cash in when Punk cashed in on Jeff Hardy. I like that one.
Okay. Some nice cash ins right there. Let me see. I can't say like all 5. I don't know if I could think of all 5, and I can't really put them in order. You already took like most of the ones that I liked.
I mean, because honestly, like all the good ones are like, 10 years ago. Because Money in the Bank ain't shit now. There hasn't been a good cash in the last.
Yeah, man. Remember, motherfuckers used to hold on to that shit. Like, they used to hold on to the briefcase and make this shit like, all right, like with The Miz. Remember when The Miz cashed in? That was a good moment, too. People popped for that shit also.
We talked about it before. There's so many issues in WWE that some of them just get lost in the shuffle. And to me, one of the biggest issues in WWE is the Money in the Bank briefcase doesn't mean shit anymore. They even tried to make it a stadium show last year. It didn't draw, so they had to move it to a small arena, So for a long
remember
time,
that, right?
Yeah. So for a long time, I was okay with Money in the Bank being a pay-per-view, and like they tried to make it bigger. So even now, I'm kind of like, you know what? Maybe it should just go back to being a WrestleMania staple. So,
yeah, I never was a fan of them taking it over WrestleMania. I never liked that idea.
Yeah. But yeah, Money in the Bank don't mean shit now. Because what Money in the Bank used to be, whoever won it was an upper mid-card dude. They cashed in, and then after they cashed in, they were a main eventer. From that point on, like a new star was made. But it's like now, when they have Money in the Bank, all it is
what
okay.
About the Edge 06 cash in?
The one where he cashed in on Taker, that one?
That was good.
Yeah, that was a good one.
No, the Cena one. After.
Yeah, I mentioned that. That was the first cash in. Yeah, that was the first cash in. That was good. Mm-hmm.
Well, when Cena failed to cash in?
No, he's talking about when Edge cashed in on
Cena.
Edge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All Money in the Bank is now is just like, okay, it's Money in the Bank. We got to put on someone to just continue a story, but it doesn't mean anything. So it's like, yeah, you can cash in and you become champion, but it doesn't mean shit. Liv Morgan cashed in, it didn't mean shit. Big E cashed in, didn't mean shit. Baron Corbin cashed in, he fucking lost.
He's
Alexa Bliss cashed in.
Bum. This dude he's always a bum. It's like, my dude, now you're a bum now, begging for matches like it's loose change.
He done beat out Tommy Dreamer.
No, nobody can beat Bummy Dreamer. Like that dude, Bummy Dreamer, he was licking urinals. You can never go that low.
Winning Money in the Bank should be just as important as winning a world title. Because back in the day, if you won the Money in the Bank, you were basically the next world champion. That's how it was. Now it's like, whatever. Because
it's like, there's no grind to it all. You know what I mean? Like, look at like a Rob Van Dam. You know what I'm saying? He made that shit so special when he cashed in on Cena for one night stand. It was a moment. Shit like that. That's what you remember forever.
And they keep doing that dumb thing where it's like you win Money in the Bank, and then they just book you to lose, and their mindset is
Yeah. Oh God, that drives me nuts. That fucking drives me nuts. And motherfuckers like motherfuckers from wrestling realm, they would be like, oh, they should lose because they got the briefcase. There's a guaranteed title shot that they're gonna win, so they should lose. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. Like, come on, stop drinking the fucking Kool-Aid.
Oh, better yet, here's the one that they always use. We gotta wait till it play out. We heard that for 20 years.
Let it play out. You two, y'all. You fucking Marks is too impatient. Let it play out.
He's a bum then. He's a bum now.
And then when you let this shit play out and nothing happens, the motherfuckers be invisible as fuck. You don't see the motherfuckers no more. Like, oh, what happened? We let it play out. What happened? What's the big payoff?
Oh, he on Sunday Night Heat, huh? Oh, he on Sunday Night Heat.
That's why Austin Theory's in the spot that he's in. I'm not even a Theory guy because he won Money in the Bank and all he did is fucking lose. And then it's like, okay, you put the Money in the Bank on the person and they just lose all the time. And then when it's time to push them, the creative powers to be scratch their head when they come out and get no reaction. It's like, well, of course they get no reaction. When you have them fucking lose for 3 months straight, how do you expect the fans to care? It doesn't make sense. It's so stupid.
There's no momentum on their side. Marcus Brown asks, what's y'all top 10 WrestleMania main event finishes or results?
That's like a different show entirely. We'll be here all day talking about that.
Man, hell yeah. We could do that on Thursday's show.
Yeah, we'll do that Thursday.
On Thursday's show.
And before we move on to the next topic, all I really got to say as far as WrestleMania is concerned, because we can save the big stuff for Thursday.
Take note of that. As a matter of fact, my bad, my dudes. Take note of that. I do want to touch on that topic on Thursday.
All right, cool.
Best main event finishes and results. Yeah.
The only thing I really got to say about WrestleMania this weekend, because I'll save the rest for Thursday. I've talked about this with Sandman several times. For a long time, and it's getting better still, but for a long time, from day one, people always talk about, AEW's Achilles heel being the women's division. It's just got to get better. It's got to get better. Okay, and that's true. It's true. So it's like whenever the women's division, any criticism towards the women's division, people always go at TK. But it's like when it comes to WWE, when it comes to the women's division, it's like, all right, well, Vince is gone now. Triple H is in charge. So Triple H, he did Black and Gold NXT, right? He did the Four Horsewomen, did Asuka, Shayna Baszler, all these good female talents, right? The women's division ain't shit, man. At WrestleMania, man, we got 4 women's matches on this WrestleMania card, and none of them are compelling.
None of them. Yeah, you're right.
All you're right. As cold as ice. And
isn't that true? Is that Triple H? Like, yo, my dude. Like I said from before. Like he used to love his bitches. What happened?
Right. But fans ain't gonna go after Triple H, but they'll go after TK. I don't know why, man.
Because TK deserves it. Let's really be real. TK deserves all of you guys coming to him.
It would be one thing if it was like 2 matches, but we got 4 different women's matches, and every single one of them were as cold as ice. If anyone sits there and if you're objectively sitting there and telling me you're looking forward to any of these women's matches, you're a fucking liar. I don't believe you. You can like the people in the match, and you can believe the match is going to be good, but you can't say you're looking forward to it. The story's not there. And the women's division hasn't been good at all since Triple H just took over. It's getting close to a full year now. We're getting close to a full year now. We're about to get into April because when he took over officially, he took over SummerSlam last year. It'll be May before you know it. So I'm just saying.
And that's the thing too. Like, why do you bring together Damage Control just to have them job out all the damn time? You know what I'm saying? They wonder, it's not working. Of course it's not fucking working because they keep losing. You book them to lose. They're going to look like jokes.
What gets me is that Lita and Trish Stratus being on TV, that should be like a big fucking deal. Like, think about that.
Right.
Becky Lynch, Lita, Trish Stratus, all on the same team. That's like a dream team right there. But it doesn't feel like
they the fucking tag team champs, for fuck's sake.
It just feels like another match on the card.
I agree. I totally agree.
Like, but we gotta see how that match turns out. To be fair,
There's the thing though, like it should be more than that. Like I get on Tony Khan about that shit too. Like he'll do some shit like that, like, oh, just watch the match and then you'll see. No, motherfucker, make me want to watch the match.
Then you got Charlotte and Rhea as fucking ass backwards because
And fuck Charlotte. Fuck
Charlotte's
that
supposed to be a
bitch. Oh
face.
man, fuck that bitch.
They
Like
better
she
not.
needs to go somewhere.
They
Like
actually
she
had
just
to.
won that belt just to sit on it. Like
They actually had
it's
to
a real
go
shit.
to
Ronda
actually.
Rousey, I got you, Ken. Give me 1 second. Ronda Rousey was better off keeping that belt. At least she was active. Charlotte fucking cashed in her imaginary briefcase and held on to that belt and did nothing with it. Nothing
She's
at
been on
all.
autopilot for a while. She's been on autopilot for like a good 3-4 years now. I've been telling people this for years. People didn't want to hear it. She's been doing the same thing every year, where it's like she does Mania, she'll stick around for the summer, and then when you get to that fall period, like that fall winter period, she just takes a break, she dips, and then when it's Mania season again, she somehow just politics her way back into the title picture, even if it has nothing to do with her. Has a match,
right? Yo,
and it just doesn't work.
Elidolo, put a baby in that belly, man. Sit her ass down somewhere. Give her some damn kids.
And it's
Keep her
like how
ass
many
busy.
times? And it's like how many times does this have to flop for them to realize it? Because it's like they push her because in their mind they think that she's a big star. But it's like every time they push her, it flops. When she beat Rhea in 2020, the thought process was, oh, if we put the NXT belt on her, it'll improve viewership for NXT, when it did the opposite. And then last year, they were clearly going to do Sasha versus Charlotte, but instead they did Ronda versus Charlotte because I guess they thought, oh, that's a bigger marquee match. And the match fucking sucks. Next thing you know, Sasha and Naomi walk out. Like there's a pattern. There's a pattern here. Like, and now they're doing it again. Charlotte just literally just showed up. She put a fucking Hogan in Mania 9 and, used her Charlotte in the Bank, cashed in. Now she's champion again. Okay, now she's facing Rhea. Okay, whatever. Whatever, bro.
Go ahead, Kane. Go ahead. My bad for cutting you off, Kane. But what you was going to say?
Yeah, I was going to say this, too, because they have the biographies, the WWE biographies on A&E. They got the nerve to put Charlotte up there. And I was like,
Charlotte, well, what?
Really?
Oh, God.
They put Charlotte up there because, this season
what memorable moments do she have?
I can't recall one promo. Only one I can remember is
she's champion. That's the reason why.
Only one I can remember is she slapped Flair, had him crying and shit. That's the only thing I can remember.
Flair's always fucking crying though.
She's supposed to be, so she's supposed to be the face, but she talks like a heel. And Rhea's supposed to be the heel, but she talks like a face. So allegedly,
the dynamic is all ass backwards.
Yeah, allegedly, and this is another thing too. This is another thing because again, like I'm going to hold Triple H accountable too because people just give him the other way. Apparently,
no, I want you to hold on, wait, hold on. I want you to start holding Tony Khan accountable too. You never hold him accountable.
Both.
Tony Khan.
Yeah, he never holds Tony Khan accountable.
Tony Khan, yeah.
Apparently, from what I understand, the match order is still not worked out yet for Mania, and I'm just like, bro, like, what the fuck is this last minute bullshit stuff? Like, what's this Vince? I don't want to see or hear about any McMahonisms, bro. This is not fucking Backlash, No Mercy, or a fucking random episode of Superstars. This is WrestleMania, bro. It's the biggest show of the year. You should have the whole card fucking finished, finalized from beginning to end. You may not know who fucking's going over, but you should at least know, okay, you guys are wrestling Saturday, you guys are wrestling Sunday. As I understand it, they still don't know who the fuck's going on. We still don't know what the main event is.
Especially like, you know what I'm saying? You wanna you be like, okay, I'm like me for instance, I'm not gonna be able to watch the first night live.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I want to know, okay, who's wrestling in the first night, who's wrestling in the second night? Because maybe I may be more interested in the second night than I'm definitely gonna be interested in the second night, but you know what I mean? There's gonna be certain matches that I'm gonna want to watch. Like, I ain't gonna lie, the females, I could breeze past all those fucking matches. They might as well put all those matches on the fucking first night. All the chicks having fun on the first night. Get that shit out the fucking way. And Omos and Bork. Have Omos and Bork on the first night too.
Damn, they need to have that in order. Like they should have had that order in January, but then again,
that's the real.
What about the Giant Battle Royal?
That's on SmackDown. And Lashley.
That's gonna be on SmackDown. Oh damn, Bobby.
Oh damn, no Lashley pissed.
Yeah, damn. How they do this? Triple H. That's not cool, yo. He put Raw on Bobby Lashley's back at first with the U.S. belt. From that to this, all because Bray Wyatt supposedly got the C-19.
I don't even think Lashley wanted to even do a program with him.
No, he didn't. He didn't. He's like, no, I'm good. I'm not doing the job, brother. That doesn't work for me, brother.
Common sense would be to just have Lashley, Brock, and Omos do a three-way.
Yeah.
Whoa.
All we know right now is that night one is opening with Cena and Theory. That's going to be the first match. And I believe Rollins and
hold on,
what's his face? Okay.
You can explain this to Marcus Brown more thoroughly because he was asking why we're not going to pull up on Friday. You know about all the shows that's going on, and you let them know. Go ahead and verbatim.
Yeah, there's too much stuff going on Friday, Marcus. The Hall of Fame is Friday. Go Home SmackDown is Friday. Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor is Friday. There's a shitload of games Friday. There's just a lot of stuff going on. So, we're just going to do Thursday this week instead for the second show.
Yeah, B.
But what I've been hearing is that something huge is happening. That's on Sunday.
Probably.
Yeah, B. I heard there's a surprise out there.
So it could
be. Hope is not a fucking cock meat sandwich. Pause. The fuck.
Yeah.
There's a
Cena Theory.
He said, "Told people won't never blame Triple H for mistakes in WWE. They always pull is Vince McMahon in charge. It's repetitive and stupid to me. Vince isn't there. People just hate him to death. That's not, man, look. You could definitely see McMahon-isms here and there.
Vince is there, bro. Listen,
you could definitely see McMahon-isms here and there. The Triple H do dumb shit, yes. Triple H does dumb shit, but you could definitely tell when Vince McMahon books something. Like Omos and Bork Laser, that's definitely Vince.
Because the thing about Omos was as soon as Triple H took over, because what people forgot, like when Triple H took over, people forgot that like there's Vince guys, but there's Triple H guys. As soon as Triple H took over post SummerSlam, Omos fucking disappeared from TV because Triple H saw like he had nothing for him. And then what was his name? Where's old boy? What was the dude? The fucking guy that was coming. Remember they kept doing all those vignettes last year. He's coming. What's his name?
Veer Mahan.
Right. Like they were doing that like for months. Like Veer is coming. Then when Triple H took over, he was like, you need a little bit more seasoning. He just went right back to NXT. Like it never happened. I think the last thing Omos did was they cooked them for Strowman. Like when Strowman came back, they gave him and Strowman a little mini program. Strowman beat him. And like that was it. He was gone. Like he wasn't even in the Rumble. Like he was just off TV. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, you're gonna face Brock Lesnar now. Like that's Vince, bro. That's totally Vince. That's not Triple H. That's Vince.
Yeah, agreed. Go ahead, Kang. You was gonna say something? Oh, Black Soul.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was gonna tell y'all this, man. To switch the news for a little bit. If y'all have Marty Jannetty on your Facebook, your man is wilding right now.
What else is good?
He coked out of his mind, man. He was talking about refusing to he was refusing to cut his women entourage of 3, and he shouted out Mr. Perfect at the end. He coked out of his mind.
Damn.
Let me look him up. I think I have him added.
So they need to bring him. They need to bring him to WrestleMania just for the entertainment.
Damn, Marcus, bro, you trying to be on the toilet all
Marty
night.
Jannetty.
Marcus, what he said, a 5 cheesesteak pot pie would be delicious.
Sunday could be huge.
Like, my dude is about to be on the toilet. A 5 cheesesteak pot pie, my guy. Enjoy. I feel sorry
I'm
for your
sorry.
commode.
I was saying that Cena Theory is opening day one, and Rollins and Logan Paul is also day one, but no other match cards have been revealed. So that's kind of the risk of these 2-night manias is you can buy a ticket months in advance and not know what card you're paying for. You're paying for the show itself.
Damn.
That's why I asked. I think I asked Tech that from before because remember he said he had went to WrestleMania. I forgot which WrestleMania did he go to, and I was asking him like, how do they go about that? Do you pay for both weekends like one big price, or you pay for individual days within that weekend? Like, how do they go about that?
It's you choose a ticket, or you can get a package deal where you're getting both nights. And sometimes you'll get the same seat both nights, and sometimes you'll get different seats both nights. And then there used to be a ticket where you could get that as well as the Raw after, but I don't know how it works now. It must be different now. It has to be because they do the Hall of Fame. Because just to those that don't know, because we said it before, the Hall of Fame is now going to be taped on the Go Home SmackDown after SmackDown now. That's going to be the way they're going to do it from now on. They're not going to be doing it in some special arena or whatever. So
because
if you're paying money.
Because of that incident with Brett, when this moron speared Brett.
Right. That's how they're going to do it now. So if you pay money to go to the SmackDown before Mania, you're also paying money for the Hall of Fame as well. So
that is on my bucket list though. I gotta go to a WrestleMania. I never been to a WrestleMania before. That's definitely on my bucket list.
I've only been to 2. It's an experience for sure.
But like I said,
I went to WrestleMania 27 and WrestleMania 28.
Oh, so you went to go see Shawn Michaels and Undertaker? You went to go see that match in person?
Yeah, that was definitely a better experience. That was a fun night. 27.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
I went to 10 as a youngster. Me and my dad took me up there to WrestleMania 10.
Oh wow, that's hot.
Man, it was, especially with the ladder match. I saw that in person.
Was that the first ladder match? Well,
the Razor and Shawn.
HBK. Was that their first one? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Yeah, people were pissed off when Luger got screwed, though. Don't let the people fool you. People actually want to see Luger win.
Mm-hmm. They were chanting bullshit. They edited it out in the WWE Network.
Well, they were pissed.
Who was the ref? Was the ref Mr. Perfect?
They kept on saying like they want Luger to win, or he wasn't over.
Yeah, I think Kurt Hennig was a ref.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, people, I thought it was gonna be a riot out that bitch, man.
Remember, they was pushing this dude like Luger like he was Superman.
For me, the 2 wrestlers that I'll always remember as like they're over when they're just allowed to be themselves, Luger and fucking Nash. Because Luger sucked in WWF and Diesel sucked in WWF. But Luger in WCW, chef's kiss. And Kevin Nash in WCW, especially like
Hold on. Who this right here? I can't see you. Turn on the light or whatever, because I can't see you at all, whoever this is. You're not getting up here if I can't see you.
Uh-oh, I have a troll here.
Yeah. I see. Only see your head. You can't turn. Wait, hold on, let me see something real quick. Why are you in the dark? Yeah. Yeah, get up out of here with that shit. See how motherfuckers be playing games? No, I'm on it. I'm on that Marcus Brown. Like I said, I'm Bret the Hitman Hart when it comes to this shit. Sharp shooting these motherfuckers. Fuck.
Yeah, but yeah, man, Lex got an unfair deal though. They try to make him like, this was one of the biggest pet peeves that Vince McMahon had. Like he always try to make every guy the next Hulk Hogan. Like he wants to ride that Hulk Hogan wave, and he have him cutting cheesy ass promos and being all extra. He tried to do it. Remember, he did that with Diesel, and he did that with Lex.
Oh God, with Diesel, remember?
Yeah.
Remember that was like at the old time low when Diesel was the face champion, the dudes with attitude.
That bullshit.
And in the modern day, he was just trying to find the next Cena. Could never let anyone just beat himself.
Then he tried the same thing with Reigns, Sucker and Succotash.
And here's the thing: not everybody could be this off on the mic. You know what I mean? Because some motherfuckers just, they buckle under pressure because talking in front of all them people, or they're just bland as hell. They have no character. So yeah, when it comes to having a script for some motherfuckers, it's warranted, but not everybody. You know what I mean? Some motherfuckers just give them bullet points and let them go out there and do their damn thing. Give them a little shot of Jack Daniels, maybe a line of Coke, and they go out there and do their damn thing. Yeah, B. See how motherfuckers be playing? What happened to you? Now you don't want to come back. Now you want to see? Like, yo, stop playing, yo. Like, what is wrong with yo? Y'all motherfuckers need to go and get laid. Y'all motherfuckers sitting there watching the motherfucking the Council Roundtable just so and beating off to motherfuckers. Y'all motherfuckers is weird. What the fuck? My God. Anyways, Suffering Succotash was pretty fucking terrible. And when I first heard that shit, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, it threw me off. He said, "You're nothing but a sniveling, slimy, sneaky, suffering succotash, son." And then he looked at the camera and winked at the camera like he killed him. Oh, fuck out of here.
Nah, that's the signal nod to Vince McMahon. Like, you like that, boss?
I hated it. Do it over again. Remember, I heard about Vince on that type of time. Like, Vince will tell you to go out there and do something, and you do it, and you be like, you know what? I hated it. Do it again. I'm like, okay, what the fuck? That's what you want me to do. I'm trying to do how you want me to do it, and you don't like it. Maybe it fucking sucks, you senile old man. Somebody pager going off. Oh yeah, talk about that shit that you had sent the private group about this dude Shad Gaspar and Muhammad Hassan.
Yeah, they had a comic book that they started called State Streets, and it's being currently developed into a film. I knew that Shad was doing some acting stuff on the side.
Yeah,
I knew that.
He was Kratos. I think he was Kratos. Right. Yeah, he was right. Kratos. Yeah.
So, but yeah, they had a comic book and it's getting a live action adaptation. So they're gonna turn that shit into a movie. So that's pretty fucking cool. So big
Yeah, it
ups.
is.
I was a huge fan of Crime Time back when I was in school.
Hell yeah.
Used to always do the money,
Yeah, that money. Yeah. It's just it was bullshit that Jericho and Big Show didn't want to do the job. Because remember they had beef with them for the undisputed tag team belts. They was supposed to win those belts, but they didn't want to do the job.
Mm-hmm. They definitely should have got a run.
Hell yeah, they should have got. They was fucking popping. Come on, Cena was endorsing them. How Cena's endorsing y'all? Y'all still didn't get the tag team belt.
You
That's
know what
bullshit.
it is, man. You know what it is. Just during that time, we talked about before, we ain't gonna be a dead horse. Just during that time, the powers that be, they just didn't think black folks watch WWE like that. Now all they do is cater to us. But
which is ridiculous because it's like we always watched wrestling, always.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you think of it, a lot of wrestlers stole their swag from black motherfuckers. Look at Ric Flair. Ric Flair, you think Ric Flair stole that swag from a white dude? No. Let me see. Saying man, Smalls so good about Goldberg going to AEW, but he was crucified in WWE. Hogging talent is sickening with biased motherfuckers capping for one company and not be honest on both companies. That's tribalism. Prime example of tribalism, B.
I think nobody wants to see Goldberg anywhere, bro. So
I spoke about this on a couple of shows ago. I was saying that we don't want to see Goldberg there, but any money bet if Goldberg was to show up out of nowhere and just spare MJF, it'll get a pop. That one moment would get a pop. Let me see. Have you read that already? What? I don't remember that. Potato tots. Yeah, he was a cornball. Like, it's just so crazy because that dude Roman Reigns, aka our tribal chief, his promo game is like night and day. Because his shit is so different now. Like he's more relaxed. His delivery is much better. From afore, he seemed nervous. He always forgot his lines. Man. Yeah. What's y'all individual top 5
worst?
WWE?
Honestly, since we're talking about
that's another show.
I remember that one Roman promo being pretty bad. The one where he was nervous before the Rumble. That was pretty bad.
Black Star, what are you doing? Black Star.
I guess he's AFK.
I'm about to mute his ass. Sound like he playing with Legos over there or something. I used to love Legos when I was a kid though. But yeah, let me see. What was a bad what about this dude Titus O'Neil? You want to make it a win? Just make it a win. What he said again?
Yeah, he said that.
Oh, I got another one. Was this dude Sid Vicious when he was cutting that promo on Kevin Nash and Scott Hall?
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
He's
I have half the brain that you do.
You just stand there and make me look like a jackass. Yo, what the fuck? Yeah, you killing me over here, my God. I'm about to mute you because this dude sound like he chewing on motherfucking, I don't even know, like a pterodactyl's foot. Uh-oh. Peace.
All right, peace and blessings, fellas. How y'all doing?
Peace. What's goody? What's the math for today, brother?
What's the math for today?
What's the math for today?
Yeah, I see the topic. Yeah, Triple H. I'm trying to introduce the belt. Oh, did you see the asking price for a Snoop's gold world title belt?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I think he was asking for like what, 900?
900,000 for a belt? Damn.
No, 900 cash. That was a 900, like close to a rack.
900,
What
just
the
900.
fuck? Yeah. I'm definitely muting this dude. I don't know what the fuck this dude.
Yeah, I thought it'd be not.
What the fuck was that?
$900. That's pretty cheap for a belt. I mean, for gold belt, that should be 900,000. I would think. But anyway,
I could be wrong though. Wait, hold on, let me look it up real quick. Let me see. Cause I could have swore it was like 900.
All right, peace and blessings, Marcus Brown, brother Marcus. How you doing?
So yeah, man.
Anybody?
What's your thoughts on the topics? Like, you see on the American Nightmare customized belt. What's your thoughts on that?
Oh, he did say he was trying to do that.
Okay, if he's got a customized belt, that probably means he's winning at WrestleMania. I'm thinking.
It doesn't really. It does mean it, but at the same time, it doesn't, because you know he could be losing at SummerSlam or something like that.
Oh, okay. The thing is,
probably true.
I'm just saying, this push that he's getting to the WrestleMania, this is too good a push and too good a story for him to lose, because that's not a good payoff for the fans, and it probably would be a good payoff for him. I'm just saying, you know.
And that belt just looks smooth. Let me pull it up real quick. As a matter of fact,
show me a picture. I haven't seen it. I know Triple H is not a fan of the current designs. He hasn't been.
So, as a matter of fact, y'all can go to my community. Go to my community. It's on my community. On this channel. On this channel right here, my YouTube channel. On the Council Roundtable YouTube channel. You go to the community. It's posted.
Let me go ahead and look at it right now.
Yeah, that shit is fire. You able to check it out, Malik? Can you go check it out too? That's what I meant to tell you guys also.
Go to your YouTube channel.
Oh, I see it. There you go. Oh yeah. It looks like the old Warrior belt. Remember Warrior's belt?
Right.
Yeah. I could see that. Yeah, I could see that happening. I know Triple H is not a fan of the current designs, and he's been trying to get rid of them for a while. The reason why they like the current belts, they're lazy, but the reason why the company likes them,
is it on your YouTube channel or is it on your Facebook page?
It's on his YouTube
channel. It's right here. Just go to the community.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay, hit community. Oh, I got you. All right, I just hit it.
Yeah, like I was saying, like
I see it now. Oh yeah, that does look good. Yeah, see, look.
Check it out, y'all. Like, I do be posting like on my community and stuff, so be on the lookout for that. I don't know why YouTube isn't sending out that notification, but be on the lookout for that, because I post on my community, like, if not daily, every other day, and we can engage on conversations over there too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that belt looks good. Yeah, look.
That's your fuego.
I know. I'm saying. See, look. If that's going to be his new championship belt, he's going to wear on TV. Then he's definitely winning the title this Sunday, WrestleMania.
Yeah, they like the old designs because the old designs have the WWE logo on them. It's good for marketing, but design wise, they're very lazy. I've said this before. I don't hate the new Intercontinental title. It just doesn't look like the Intercontinental title to me. It looks like something else. I don't know. I don't. Yeah. Whatever
I
though.
know what you mean because like it's more broad. I guess you could say.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. It's bronze. Like regardless of like which design of the Intercontinental title you like, it's always had like a black and blue or white and blue. There's some blue in there, but the one that Walter has, it's like you said, it's like a bronze type of. It doesn't look like the Intercontinental title. It looks like a belt TNA would have had for like the X division in like 2006 or something. You know,
damn.
It's not a bad thing. I'm just saying it just doesn't look like an Intercontinental.
No, you know what? You got me thinking of what was the belt? The Legends belt. Remember the Legends
that was a good belt.
belt?
That was a good belt. They just didn't know what the fuck to do with it.
Right. That was a nice looking belt.
Yeah, it's a nice looking belt. I can see Cody wearing that because he did say he did say in an interview that he wanted to bring back the Winged Eagle belt. And I read that, I was like, I don't know how that's gonna work out for you, dude.
And I knew he was gonna have it customized. I mean, that should look fuego as fuck, and I know that's just gonna sell like hotcakes.
Yeah,
He
I buy
said,
that.
"What the fuck? Oh God! They go Marcus Brown. Here we go." Malik likes he likes Alexa Bliss's legs.
No,
Malik,
yeah, I'm here.
you know you like it. Don't fight it.
Nah, well, I like a pair of brown legs, mostly. I like a pair of black legs. And no,
Yeah, congrats. Oh, you going?
no, I'm no. Like I said, my stance hasn't changed on the Alexa Piss. I'm sorry. I just I'll take Bianca Belair or Athena rather than her.
Athena,
Congrats
she's thicker than a snicker.
Congrats
yeah.
to Stacy Keebler, by the way.
Okay.
Since you mentioned the whole legs thing.
Right.
Yeah,
Here's the thing.
Stacey, she was too pancake for my taste. But
That's what I'm
she's
saying.
all about the legs. She was
why is she in the Hall of Fame? She does not deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, she didn't really do nothing but look good. She never wrestled really. I mean, she had was good looks.
Come on, you forgot about Super Stacy?
Hey, look. Did you forget about the fact she might have maybe slept to get into the Hall of Fame or slept to get a career? I'm just wondering. I mean,
this dude is. I swear, every white chick gotta be a slut to him.
For the most part, they are. I'm just saying, because she wasn't a wrestler.
Nah, did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? That pic with Tony Schiavone and Britt Baker, basically cheek to cheek.
What?
Nah, yo, Adam Cole, come on, my dude. Now she violated. Now that's violation. I don't care how close y'all are, how cool y'all are. Y'all cheek to cheek taking pictures. No, hell, fucking no.
Oh, hey, so you think Tony Schiavone
put his foot down now? Now he's looking crazy.
Yeah, I'm just
pretty
saying.
Sure, he's married.
Yeah, but I'm thinking,
That don't mean nothing.
They're supposed to be married, right? It don't mean a damn thing in the wrestling business. I mean, Bob Hyde was married, but he lost. He got divorced because he was on the road, probably doing some stuff, So look at this: marriage in the wrestling business, they ain't nothing but a open swingers fest, as far as I'm concerned.
Word, right? Just look at Brad Maddox.
Oh yeah, look at Brad Maddox. Look at Xavier Woods. Remember, he was also in that video. You remember the Usos when they told him on SmackDown? Like your X-rated, like your boy Xavier Wood. I'm like, oh shit.
That rap battle. Yeah.
Yeah. Usos won that, but as far as I'm concerned, because he did a straight shoot with the quick on him. I'm like, oh shit. You're supposed to keep personal shit off the air, but I guess not.
Well, let me see. I'll answer that shit. Like, it's innocent.
Well, the video was out there anyway.
Hold on, wait. Oh, female legs. Okay. Shit. There's a lot of like I ain't gonna lie. Like Trish Stratus has some real nice legs from before. when she was down with TNA. That was like the best. That was the best she ever looked when she was down with TNA. Trish Stratus. She had nice legs then. Stephanie McMahon when she was the GM of SmackDown. She had nice legs right there. You know what I'm saying? You got I'll go on and on. But yeah, Stacy Keibler, we all know she didn't do a damn thing to really get in the Hall of Fame. And she's not the only one that been inducted to the Hall of Fame that didn't do shit. There's a lot of motherfuckers in the Hall of Fame that didn't do shit that's in there. That's what motherfuckers be looking at the Hall of Fame like, really? It's not real. It's just you know what I mean. It's just there.
It's basically it's the hall. It should be called the Hall of Sham because it's a sham for one thing.
Hall of Shame.
I said shame.
Yeah, what
sham.
you guys?
I'm talking about sham.
Guys
like it's a sham.
What you guys are missing is the WWE Hall of Fame. You don't have to do anything. It's the WWE Hall of Fame. If they
right. I mean, it's still a sham, but like
you're
I said,
in there. That's it.
You got a pedophile. you got a pet. I'm saying, look, you got a pedophile in there, Pat Patterson. you got
Pat Patty.
Yeah. Look, you got a woman who's in jail for manslaughter in the Hall of Fame. We know
Sonny.
Yeah. Ain't so Sonny with no more. You can see that. You see their face, their mugshots.
But yeah, it's just the way
she's trying to look like Marty Jannetty.
It's just a way to make money. That's why I agree with Owen Hart's widow, Martha Hart. That's why Martha's never going to put Owen in there because she said the Hall of Fame is just a way for them to make money off of Owen's death. All the Hall of Fame is just something they do on WrestleMania weekend as a way to make extra money on the side. There's no committee. There's no voting process. There's no
building. We don't at least have a museum and they should have been to the museum. Like put that museum out in New York and Manhattan.
The only physical proof of its existence are the different people that go in that get a ring. I mean that's nice, but there should be more than that. It's not a real Hall of Fame. It's the WWE Hall of Fame. So. I'm not that. I'm whatever about it. Every year when they do Hall of Fame, there's always tribalism on. Oh, this person should be in. That person should be in. Like it doesn't matter, bro. Anybody who has ever had anything to do with WWE, even people that have nothing to do with WWE, can be in there because that's how they want to run it. They want to do it that way.
Yeah, you know? Pete Rose. Pete Rose is in there, and he was a damn baseball player banned for gambling. What the hell was he doing in there?
Well, he was in there for the WrestleMania 14 moment, bro. That's Pete Rose. That's Pete Rose. Pete Rose just got tombstone.
Yo, Malik, Marcus asked you a question.
What's that? What Alexa do to you, bro? Did you try to clap her fucking cheeks and she said something stupid? What's up with the Alexa piss comment? Hey, brother Marcus, I've always called her Alexa piss because her matches are so boring. It's a piss break. That's why I call her Alexa piss because she can't wrestle. She never could. And here's something else, brother Marcus, that Toph knows can tell you. When she came up through the Performance Center, let's just say she put in after hours extra work at the Performance Center, if you know what I mean. Because the word got out that she was really open. She was open to extra activity. Let's put it that way.
How we dragged you into it too, though, Toph. He was like, yeah, Toph knows.
Yeah, Toph knows. Hey, that'd be a good segment for a show. Toph knows.
Oh no.
Oh, there you go right there.
You know what's funny? What's funny is Jay. I don't think you know him. Jay from PWP, Pro Wrestling Powerhouse, Pro Wrestling Nation. He was the one that convinced me to get a Twitter a couple of years back. And I had no interest getting a Twitter because I do have one. I barely use it. And he was like, yo, man, you got to give yourself like a special name or something. And I was like, why? And he was like, because in the wrestling community, everybody has, some gimmick name or whatever. And so I was just fucking just I couldn't think of anything. I drew a blank. And I had my TV on VH1. And remember that show back in the day called Hogan Knows Best, the reality show Hogan Knows Best? Of course. So I saw it, and just as a joke, I decided to name my Twitter Toph Knows Best. Very next day was when that racist scandal where he said the N-word got out. where he was fucking Bubba's wife the very next day. And so Jay was like, holy shit, Toph, you jinxed him. And I was like, good, fuck him.
Oh man. So,
That's even better. Toph knows best. That's good too. Oh, hold on. Alexa Bliss for sure was getting the BBC backstage in that cheerleader outfit when she first debuted. I understand, my brother. Oh, you think she likes black guys? I mean, I wouldn't guess that. I mean, the only guy I remember we know she dated for sure was Buddy Murphy, who's in AEW.
Buddy Matthews. Shouts go out to Buddy Matthews though. He's finally holding a belt after how long? It only took him like a few years, maybe close to a decade. Because remember, he was a cruiserweight champion, and then was he the tag team champion? Was he the tag team champion with Seth Rollins? Yeah, he was. Okay. Good, a really good wrestler. You know what I'm saying? I'll definitely give him that, but it's just that name. That name is not it.
You know who deserves to be in the Hall of Fame? Tara, or Lisa Marie Varon. She deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. She's a good wrestler.
She knows.
Yeah, that's
word. Victoria, they should have been put Victoria in the Hall
I'm
of Fame.
convinced that she knows something. I'm
thinking she knows too much. That's why they won't put her in. She probably got too much dirt on them, and she's probably.
But don't you think that will make them put her in the Hall of Fame even faster?
No,
to be on her good side.
It's like this.
We've talked about it before, man. Just something about those ruthless aggression era girls, man. Like,
right.
With the exception of like a few, the majority of them, like, they haven't come back. They haven't been invited back. You never hear from them. Like, if that's definitely when Vince was like in his fucking heyday, when he was just doing whatever the fuck he wanted. Fucking Victoria. What's the one that passed away? Ashley. What was her full name? Ashley.
Yeah, she committed suicide. And look, the way we found out years ago during that Tribute to the Troop store where she was raped. See right there, Vince should have been her. Vince
wasn't there some rumor? Wasn't there a rumor about like Lashley's ex-wife? What was her name? Crystal Marshall or something like that. Right. Yeah. I heard a story that like someone came on to her and Lashley got upset. They just wanted Lashley to just act like it didn't happen.
Who
else?
I think I heard something similar to that.
Yeah. Candice Michelle, she's another one, still in good shape. You don't hear from her. They don't invite her back. Just that ruthless aggression era, like all those chicks, man. Kelly, Gail Kim, like those are definitely. I'm convinced, man. And that's their privacy. If they want to be private about it, that's their pride about it. Worst case scenario,
because Gail Kim is still vocal about it because she walked out in that battle royal that her last night. She didn't follow the script and she just plunged over and because she wanted out.
Another one too that fucking disappeared. Layla was great. Where the fuck is she at? I haven't heard from her in years. I loved Layla. She's gone.
Layla cool.
Really weird,
yeah, that ass. Yeah, you got a point. I forgot about her. Like,
yeah.
Well, did she win the Divas belt or the Women's Championship?
I think she won the Women's Championship.
Yeah,
everything starts going back to normal. Things start going back to normal. Like, as I know people don't like them, but really it's the Bellas. Like, once the Bellas started getting the focus of the division, that's like from their point on, like from the Bellas. If you look at the women's division, from their point, you see all the girls from back then come back. Like, you still see Maurice. You still see Beth Phoenix. You still see Natalia. You'll see Alicia Fox every now and then. Like, those, like, late, like, 2009, 2010, 2011, that's, like, the cutoff. But, like, from, like, fucking 2004 to, like, 2009, it's, like, this gap of time that just never happened. WWE never talks about it. They never acknowledge any of the girls from that era. Like, yeah, man, we're on to something there, man. We're on to fucking something. If Vince gets fucking taken to court, let it be known that here on Sandman's show, we fucking said this shit first. I'm almost certain that some of the girls from that era had to have been taken advantage of by Vince. But I agree with you, Malik, about Victoria. Victoria has everything. She should be a fucking agent, a booker, a producer. She knows a lot, but for whatever reason, WWE just fucking treats her like she doesn't exist. I don't get it. It's weird.
Yeah, and the same with Layla, because Layla was part of Lay Cool. They were tag team champions, as far as I remember. And I'm thinking
Yeah, they
Layla probably
was.
saw shit there, and that's why she disappeared. Probably doesn't see a lot of them girls probably don't like that place. And see, Candice Michelle went along with a lot of shit. I remember the time, the same night where Joy Styles did the shoot on Lawler when they had the little competition in 2005. You saw
Yeah.
that same episode. You saw McMahon backstage making out with Candice Michelle. So maybe Candice. Now I saw you with Candice Michelle recently. I mean, it wasn't a shoot, but she was. They were asking about this, that, and because I think she was making an appearance. They didn't ask her about the W era, but I know because like I said, I'm just thinking a lot of them probably got bad blood feelings and they don't talk about this shit, or they could talk about it, but maybe at the time, maybe they were threatened, you know what I mean, or simply paid off behind the scenes, not to say anything. I don't know. Might have been part of that hush money that Vince paid him too.
Like, how this dude Vince McMahon is throwing away money, it's like water, and I could definitely see that shit. This dude is just like the money. He just be like, yo, the hush money is just crazy, and that's why they was going through their fucking budget cuts. Because I find it so fucking funny how women of y'all say, "Oh, we made the most money in this quarterly." This quarterly of the year, we made the most money in WWE history, but we still got to do budget cuts because that motherfucker Vince out there paying for all types of orgies. The fuck? And like,
Don't forget about
isn't it his own
old boy,
company?
and don't forget about Johnny Ace. He was a pervert too, and he's gone.
Hell
He
yeah!
was, and he was the
And
one that
Bruce
took
Pritchard.
right. He was the one that took the division in that direction. He was the one that brought in a lot of those girls. The whole diva search. One time out of curiosity, like if you really want to be curious, right, I recommend this. When you're bored, just go on Google and just type in diva search. Go to the Wikipedia, read through all the shit that happened behind the scenes. I didn't know about half of it, man. They were harassed. They were called whores, sluts, skanks from people.
Wow.
Even AJ Lee talked about it in her book. I was never a big AJ Lee fan, but in her book, one of the reasons why she was wearing those little short booty shorts was because apparently she said that somebody walked up to her. She didn't get the person's name. They had her wearing those booty shorts, and she was like, "Why am I wearing these booty shorts?" And he was like, "Oh, well, we want you to come out, and we want the average male to want to fuck you," implying that she was unfuckable. Like they find her attractive. Like it's one thing, like if you want to word it a certain way, if you want to say we want you to look prettier or we want you to look like a superstar, that's one thing. But to
Right?
just say point blank, like, "Oh, we want you to look more fuckable," like I'm not trying to sound like a Karen or anything. That's like sexual harassment right there. You don't say shit like that.
It
It's
is.
definitely sexual harassment
You
without a
know what?
shadow of a doubt.
And you know what? If Punk probably knew about that, he should have punched the dude out. Of course, he
No, he
lost his
wouldn't.
job. I mean,
He wouldn't. No, he
I,
wouldn't. CM Punk ain't that type of person.
he should be. I would be. Somebody would have gotten jacked that night. Say that to my wife. Somebody would have gotten jacked. I'd have punched him out, and then I could beat the shit out of Vince.
I could barely see you, my dude. I could barely see you, Black Star.
Oh boy. See, look, if I was a wrestler, WWE is not the dream job they make it out to be. Everybody makes it out to be. It's just like back in the days, back in the 2000s when you had the first Tough Enough.
How's it so? It's mad dark where you at, my dude. All right. I see.
No, Sam, look. Remember back in 2000 when you had the very first Tough Enough? Everybody was making it out that WWE was a dream job, the place to be to become a star. And it was nothing like that. And I remember Triple Bitch came in one episode and basically, get a little dumb speech and basically dog everybody out. And now, 30 years later, now that he's in the corporate office, when he's talking to these recruits, he's all nice and smiles and all this kind of shit. Like, who the fuck are you fooling? When they're saying, you either want this or you don't. So don't waste our fucking time. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm telling you, B. And they fall for it. It's not only the females, it's the dudes also, in the wrestling business. They be willing to compromise their integrity, their manhood.
Their
the
dignity.
Fuck out of here, B.
Yes,
like for instance, it don't even have to be sexual. Like in some matches, motherfuckers be getting spit right in the face. like for instance, with these dudes, the guns and FTR.
Yeah.
When this dude is spitting, this dude that was I think it was Dax face spitting. I'm losing my fucking job. I don't care. Oh, it's all about the story. It's all about the angle. You're not spitting on me,
Really,
but
that's
that's all
germs.
part of the business. There's a lot of fucking creeps and weirdos in that shit because they know damn well if it was outside somewhere else in the street and they would have spit on somebody like that, they would have got fucking shoved down a manhole.
Or shut up.
You know what I'm saying? But like with the shit with God bless his soul, Antonio Inoki, how he was in this arena, this venue or whatever, and there was a long line of motherfuckers lining up to get smacked by him. I'm like, huh? I don't give a fuck how much of a legend you is.
That was his thing.
Yeah, everybody's like, oh my god, I got smacked by Antonio Inoki. You sound like a goofy. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not letting this motherfucker slap me. Why? Because of the wrestling business? No. Let me see what Morgan's doing. I will punt kick someone's face off if they spit on me. Exactly. That shit is incredibly gross. And what? Just to further a storyline? Nah, fuck out of here. I love wrestling and all, but it's definitely parts where you'd be like, come on, do you have to do shit like that? Come on, my nigga, like you doing too much. Like the Big Show. When he was you know what I mean, before he lost all that weight. Oh God. I remember this one time, I forgot who we had goozled in the choke slam or whatever, about the choke slam. This motherfucker had this dude in the choke slam spot, and he was talking mad shit all in the dude's face, and mad spit and all that was flying all in the dude. I forgot who the fuck it was. And he just stood there and took that shit. I was like, I'm not fucking selling this shit. That's me though, you know. I don't like, and that's Marcus.
I'm just saying. I'm saying when it comes to spitting, that's germs. That's physical germs. You can catch something from that. I mean, anything. I'm just saying. Like I said, I don't care.
Yeah, like with these dudes, the guns, they fucking spit a whole loogie on these dudes. FTR, nah. Well, yeah.
But it kind of depends on how you present yourself in the ring.
Yeah.
No,
I'm all for cheap heat. You know, cheap heat sometimes is good heat. But you know what I mean? Certain things, like, you know what I mean? Certain ways motherfuckers be crossing the damn line.
And that's a line you will cross. I don't care what cheap heat you try to get. There's certain things you shouldn't do or you shouldn't do. And if they ask you to do it, you should have the integrity and the conscience enough not to do it. Now you probably lose your job, like you said, but no amount of money is worth my self-respect and dignity. I don't care, man or woman.
I think when it's all said and done, with the exception of Jim Ross, I think Big Show's probably taken the most abuse from anybody. If you analyze his whole career, if you analyze his whole career from beginning to end, like this, just if you just look at the shit they had him do, like that one time on New Year's where they had him in a diaper with the little. I
remember that.
You remember what was that him? Was that Dustin? I remember Dustin in the diaper, me and the baby New Year, all that shit.
Yeah, they did have Dustin do that too. I remember that. Yeah. I remember that one year back when WWF New York was a thing. Yeah, it was called WWF New York. Then they changed it to the World. There was one year where they just had they would send their wrestlers there. Sometimes they would do angles. There was one year where I think they thought he was overweight. They didn't have him on TV, and he would just be there, just to be there, and they weren't using him. Think of like all the different celebrities that they would bring in, like what was his name, the Akabano, whatever his name was, the sumo dude. Akabano, he beat him. The Floyd, I didn't mind the Floyd Mayweather stuff. The Floyd Mayweather stuff was actually cool. I like that.
Me too.
but Floyd Mayweather did legit break his nose. There's different stories. Like some say Big Show.
I
told him
remember
to do
that.
it.
I remember that. Yeah. Well, yeah.
When
Yeah,
when
yeah.
Like,
Big
wasn't
Show
it
went down on
like a Mania
when
match
Big Show
when
went down on one knee, when he went down on one knee and told him he gave him a free shot.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember that, and then this dude just ripped his face up. Like he said, only
did.
one shot. This dude just caught him with a combo. Like, boop, 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 boop.
I swear.
Yeah.
He broke his still. He saw Big Joe spill some blood. Like, oh shit, he really pissed him off.
Yeah.
Well, he took it like a champ, though. Big Show took
Yeah,
it like a champ. I give him that.
all the celebrity stuff, all the heel and face turns and stuff. He's probably faced, like, with the exception of Jim Ross, he's probably, to me, faced more abuse than anybody else, probably in WWE history.
Definitely did the most face turns.
Now
Yeah.
look, you say Big Show was in a diaper. I must have missed it. I don't remember that. I mean, I might have seen it. I might have forgot it. But I do
It
remember.
was a New Year's thing. Yeah, it wasn't. It
No,
was
but-
like it was some stupid segment they did for New Year's. You know
No, but
on
okay,
New
but
Year's Day
look.
where they wrap the
Do you
thing
remember the
around your shirt.
time? Look, do you remember the time where he was like wrestling? It's like he wasn't doing nothing, and then he thought, he saw Too Cool dancing, and all of a sudden he saw it come out there. He started dancing. Everybody was like, "Go Big Show!" And then one week he was doing Hulk Hogan, then he was doing Val Venus, and
Yeah.
then he was doing. And then he
I
was
remember
doing all
that when he was switching up
yeah.
characters. That was his shit.
weekly. Now, actually,
What was it?
that was-
The show,
that-
the showster,
Yeah, he was a showster.
Showkey.
Hulk Hogan, he was out there. Hey, brother. He put on the rag. I'm like, oh my god. And everybody was like, Jim was like, hey, brother. He was daughter. And then the Val Venus one was hilarious. That was
Yeah,
that hilarious. He was like, hello, ladies. I'm like, oh shit.
I was on YouTube about 2 days ago, and sometimes you just get recommended stuff just based off you watch or what watching. I was looking at a lot of 2001 era clips, like Jericho promos, Rock promos, stuff like that. And I guess I got recommended. I guess I got recommended something from that era because I was scrolling through it and I saw Trish Stratus and Stacy Keibler in a bra and panties match. It was like 7 minutes. The video has like 4.5 million views.
Okay.
And
Of course.
I clicked on it because it's been such a long time since I've watched that era. And it's like the bell rung and like immediately like they're just ripping each other's clothes off. There's no wrestling, there's no grappling, there's no strikes being thrown or anything. It's basically just like Jerry Springer shit. And just watching it like that, like it's different. Like if you haven't watched like those bra and panties matches in many, many years, go back and watch just one of those matches just with the mindset of an adult.
Right.
It's just like, wow, like they didn't, like, it's one thing to, because we all know like they're always going to have like girls dressing sexy, but it's one thing like, okay, have them do a few moves for a bit and then it gets sexual. But it's like as soon as the bell rung, they're just ripping each other's clothes off. There was no headlock, no Irish whips or anything, no suplexes, just ripping off each other's clothes.
Yeah. I think Stacy Keibler only had like one spin kick. That's all she had.
Right, exactly.
She should be in those same matches.
Right. When I saw
like
that,
talking about when Russo was running shit.
Yeah, that era too. HLA.
The attitude era, yeah.
Just seeing that clip on YouTube, that's when it really hit me because I always joke around, but seeing that clip, that's when it really hit me where it was just like, wow, like they really just did nothing but just degrade women for like years. Like I always knew they did, but just watching it with the mindset of an adult, it's just so different now.
Right.
It makes me,
Shit. But anyways, I'm about to fall back. We almost at the time limit. Okay. For y'all that don't know, we're gonna pull up on Thursday because Friday seems like there's gonna be a lot of shit going on, and since there should be less traffic on Thursday, we're gonna do it then. And if y'all ain't catch it from earlier, we're gonna be here watching WrestleMania Night 2 for the watch party. So pull up for that and have a good old time. B. Who the fuck is gonna win? The tribal chief with a nightmare.
But I believe Cody's gonna win the belt. If she showed us that his new belt now that's coming out. So I'm
You know what they do?
that.
You know what they need to do? Now they need to show a customized bloodline belt
Okay.
to build more intrigue.
Also, I think Ronda Rousey and Baszler are going to win the fatal women's tag because Ronda has been pushing to win the tag team belts.
Well,
So
hold on, save it for Thursday, because we're gonna talk about it on Thursday. We're gonna talk about that, and we're also gonna talk about our favorite finishes and WrestleMania history. Charles go out to Marcus Brown for those ideas.
Like, I think Sunday's gonna be insane. Something insane's gonna happen on Sunday.
You really building this up. You better live up to the potential. You heard Black Star?
Yeah.
You sound a little hesitant there. All right. You know what I'm saying? He said Sunday is going to be, I don't know what he's going to do, but I guess we'll see on Sunday. The anticipation is there. But on that note, you know the vibes be, don't be a bum. See you on Thursday. Peace out.
Alrighty.
Peace and blessings. And we out for the night.